This is a video in a series dedicated to breaking down habits and techniques I've picked up from studying some of my favorite drum and bass producers. In this video, we will go over
Duncan Winslow.
Really excited to see Winslow at hospital. I think it's a great move. He's a great lad. He knows absolutely nothing about tea or British sweets and cakes, but he does make a good tune. And I've been working with him at Golfat Records for a bit, as you know, putting out his music. I always knew he had skills, talent, lots of creative ideas. So I'm not surprised that he's ended up at hospital, and I really look forward to seeing what he makes. Big up Wins!
A few things that you can learn about Winslow. Firstly, Winslow is one of the most supportive artists that I know. Actually, my first discovery of him was when he had mentioned 20 women producers in drum and bass that you need to know, and he released a video in 2019. Ever since then, I started to follow his YouTube content as well as listen to a lot of his music, and I was pleasantly surprised to hear like some pretty damn incredible liquid drum and bass coming outside of the US. At that time, I didn't really have a clue at the size of the drum and bass scene outside of the UK and South Africa where I live. So I've always been deeply appreciative for the support that Winslow has given me. He's never been one to hold back when it comes to supporting other artists, to uplifting other artists, making them know that they are on the right path and that they should keep going, and I'll always be deeply, deeply grateful for that. So congratulations to you, Winslow, on being part of the Hospital Records team. I am not surprised in any way. I think you are a great addition to the lineup of artists that they have, and I just look forward to hearing what you bring out in the future, because everything that you make is fire. Much love.
I'm so glad I found you, Duncan Winslow.
I think the first thing that got my attention with Winslow was his YouTube videos. The videos kind of breaking down artists, back catalogues, their style, their approach to production, and listening to how he hears their music. It's always interesting to hear how another producer listens to a piece of music and what they pick out, what gets their attention. And then going on from there, it's been great hearing all the stuff that he's written and produced since then, and hearing where he's going with music in the future. I think his style is just maturing and feels like he's only getting going now. So yeah, looking forward to the future.
But Duncan, you are such a lovely man. Lovely man all round.
Winslow was one of the first ever people to follow my music socials when I made them, before I was even anybody. So yeah, thanks for that, Winslow. To me, Winslow is someone who's clearly really interested in other people in a great way. He's always, having a joke with someone, bigging somebody up, chatting to people on various podcasts, including his own. And, to me, the YouTube channel really shows that he values looking outwards and thinking about what other people can teach us. And that's always really great to see. He's a total workhorse. Even in the relatively short amount of time that I've known of him, he's had loads of releases, and not only have they been consistently high quality, but there's also been a consistent Winslow sound. And even though he's sort of tried different things and developed, there's always something from start to finish that makes you go, oh, that's a Winslow track. And I think to have that from such an early point in your career, consistently there, is so impressive and the sign of a great talent. It's also great to see somebody from outside of the south of England getting such a huge kind of platform. That certainly makes me happy. Yeah, and I think Hospital is going to be a great place for him. Really suits his kind of like really musical, melodic style. I can't wait to see what he's got up his sleeve coming next with Hospital. And I also hope that I can eventually say hello to him when he's in the UK.
With a great approach to work, with a great approach to music, with a great approach to life, with a great approach to everything.
What's going on, guys? It's Jack from Pola and Bryson here. Great news to hear about Winslow being signed to hospital. I've heard the EP that he's got is sounding fire, but then again, everything that Winslow does is fire. It's great. He's just got a very, I hear like a lot of sounds and influences and stuff that I remember hearing the very first time I listened to New Tone's music, and he's very much kind of got that. Whenever I listen to his music, I feel like this is the kind of music I wish that I had written. I wish that I had written that chord progression. I wish that I'd written that bass line. And it's envy at the quality and the vibe of the music. It's a rare thing to hear in producers when you hear that so consistently across every release and every track that you hear from the person. It's like envious impressiveness. Is that a thing? That's not a thing. Yeah, and I think it's great that somebody over in America, where the scene is constantly building and growing, but just because of the sheer vastness of that country, it can be difficult. And I think it's great that an artist like Winslow is now working with a label like Hospital, because it means the opportunities for him to come over to Europe and to the UK have increased, which means we all get a chance to see Winslow do his thing, and we'll get to see a Winslow set, which, I mean, that alone in its own right is something to look forward to. So, yeah.